Hello and good morning, students. As you know, we are studying set theory. There are so many definitions and articles in this topic. Now, today, we shall start some problems. See the first question. If A union B is equals to A intersection B, then prove that A is equals to B. We will prove these all the question like theorems which we have done earlier. So see what is proof A is equal to B. So first consider an element X belongs to A. X belongs to A. So according to definition of A union B, X should either in A or in B. So it means X belongs to A means X belongs to A union B because A is subset of A union B. Since each element of A lies in A union B, we can also say. So X belongs to A union B. Further see, what is given? A union B is equals to A intersection B. So the X belongs to A union B means X belongs to A intersection B. That is given. A intersection B means common elements of A and B. It means X present in A as well as B. So X belongs to B because X belongs to A we have already taken. Hence X belongs to B. So we conclude that X belongs to A implies X belongs to B. Hence from the definition of subsets, A is subset of B. Now come from reverse way. Consider another element Y belongs to B. So Y belongs to B. Similarly, Y belongs to A union B because B is also subset of A union B. And what is given? A union B is equals to A intersection B. You may write here this is given. So Y belongs to A intersection B means Y is common element of A and B, thus Y belongs to A. Hence we have seen that Y belongs to A means Y belongs to B means Y belongs to A. Therefore B is subset of A. Earlier we have proved A is subset of B. Here we prove B is subset of A. So A is subset of B and B is subset of A means both sets A and B are subsets to each other. So from equality of sets, A is subset of B. In this way the result is obtained. See the next question. A is subset of B implies and is implied by B complement is subset of A complement. See this is given implies and is implied by means this question containing two parts. In first part given if A is subset of B then prove that B is subset of A, and in the second part it is given that if B is subset of A, B complement is subset of A complement, then prove A is subset of B. So this question containing two parts means two questions. See first one. First one means what is given? If A is subset of B means this is given A is subset of B and we will prove that B complement is subset of A complement. So let us consider X belongs to B complement. Remember the definition of complement. If any set, any element belongs to a set, then it does not belong to its complement. And any element belongs to complement of any set does not belongs to that set. Definition is already given you with suitable example. So recall the definition of complement. X belongs to B complement. It means X does not belongs to B. But what is given? A is subset of B. So means each element of A must be in B, and B has some more element. So X does not belongs to B means X does not belongs to A. So if X does not belongs to A, then where belongs? It belongs to complement of A, means X belongs to A complement. Hence we have started X belongs to B complement and get the result X belongs to A complement. What does it mean? B complement is subset of A complement, which proves your first part of the question. Now come on to the second part. In the second part, see what is given. B complement is subset of A complement. This is given, and to prove A is subset of B. Here see what is proof. A is subset of B. So consider an element, let Y an arbitrary element belongs to A, and we will prove that Y also belongs to B. Y belongs to A. It means Y does not belongs to its complement, right? And what is given? It is given that B complement is subset of A complement. That is given. So Y does not belongs to A complement. It means Y does not belongs to B complement, right? So Y does not belongs to complement of B. It means Y belongs to B. Hence we have taken Y belongs to A, and we get A is subset, Y belongs to B. So from definition of subsets, A is subset of B. So this is your complete proof of the question. See another question. Prove that A complement union B is equals to U implies A is subset of B. So this is only implies, means you have to prove only A is subset of B. So consider X belongs to A implies X belongs to U, because U means U is a universal set. Universal set means the set of all elements of the universe is called universal set. So each element of A should also be element of B. Hence X belongs to A implies X belongs to U. So see what is given. U is equals to A complement union B. So X belongs to U means X belongs to A complement union B. Now apply the formula for union. So it means either X belongs to A complement or X belongs to B. But what we have taken, X belongs to A. It means X never belongs to A complement. So what will be result? X belongs to only B. So hence X belongs to B. So we arrive at a result that X belongs to A implies X belongs to B. Hence A is the subset of B. Now see another question. Now see the question. If A, B and C are three sets, then prove that the first A minus B intersection C is equals to A minus B union A minus C. So start from LHS. Consider X belongs to A minus B intersection C. Now apply the formula for difference of two sets. What does it mean? X belongs to A only means X belongs to A and X does not belongs to B intersection C. Means X is not common member of B and C. Either X belongs to B or X belongs to C, or X does not belongs to C or X does not belongs to C. So we write here X belongs to A and meaning of this one expand. X does not belongs to B or X does not belongs to C. Now apply distributive law. Distribute X belongs to A over B and C. So write X belongs to A and X does not belongs to B, or X belongs to A and X does not belongs to C. So X belongs to A and X does not belongs to B means X belongs to A minus B, or X belongs to A minus C here. Again eliminate this or. So what we write? That is union. Hence X belongs to A minus B union A minus C. See student, if we write here implies and is implied by, I have told already meaning of implies and is implied by. So if we write implies and is implied by, then A minus B intersection C will be subset of this one and this one will be subset of this one, means A minus B union A minus C will be subset of A minus B intersection C. So here we write from equality of sets. Hence from equality of sets write directly A minus B intersection C is equals to A minus B union A minus C. See the same question for union. See the question. Prove that A minus B union C is equals to A minus B intersection A minus C. Again apply the same method. X belongs to A minus B union C. So X belongs to A and X does not belongs to B union C. Apply meaning of B union C. In union only one X should belongs to at least one, either in B or in C, but X does not belongs to B and C means X neither belongs to A nor C. So write it X belongs to A and X does not belongs to B and X does not belongs to C. So now write X belongs to A and X does not belongs to B, and X belongs to A and X does not belongs to C. This is according to distributive law of three sets. See first bracket, X belongs to A and X does not belongs to B means X belongs to A minus B, and from the here X belongs to A minus C. So now eliminate this and or replace this and by intersection symbol. So X belongs to A minus B intersection A minus C. Again we write implies and is implied by, like this one. We arrive at a conclusion that A minus B union C is equal to A minus B intersection A minus C, and we write it like this. From equality of sets we have A minus B union C is equals to A minus B intersection A minus C. Now student, see the formula or see understand the term power set. Consider A is equals to 1, 2, 3. Then we write the subsets of A. What are the subsets? First start from empty set, that is 5. Then take singleton set 1, 2, 3. Then paired set. Paired means the set having two elements, 1, 2, 2, 3, 1, 3 and 1, 2, 3 whole set. Always remember 5 and the whole set is always subsets of this set. These are the subset and we put it under a set like this one. Then what we can say? This is a set of all subsets of the set A. We can say that this is set of all subsets of the set A. So the set of all subsets of the set A is called power set of A. Power set of A. Hence, what should be power set? We define power set as a subset of all the set of any set A, and this is the set of all subsets, so it is written as power set of A. So power set of A is represented by P of A. See another example. If A is equals to 1, then what are its subsets? First write subsets 5 and the whole set 1. So what is its power set? Power set is set of all subsets like this. See one more example. If A is equals to 1, 2, then what are its subsets? 5, then singleton set 1, 2, 1, 2. And write power set means PA is equals to, just put it under a set, PA is equal to this one. Now see one more point. We have seen that if a set have one element, then its power set, that is set of all subset, have two elements, 5 and set 1, 2 elements. Similarly, if a set having two elements, just we have seen from the above example, two elements, then how many subsets, how many elements in it power set? 5, 1, 2, 1, 2. That is, power set have 4 elements. 4 elements. Similarly, in the very first example, if the set have 3 elements, 3 elements, then its power set have counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 elements. means its power set have 8 elements. See the property how it increase. These two elements should be written as 2 to the power 1 element. 4 should be written as 2 to the power 2. Similarly, 8 should be written as 2 to the power 3. That number of elements become the power of 2. Hence, we can say if a set having n elements, then its power set have 2 to the power n elements. If a set having n elements, then its power set have 2 to the power n elements, right? I think you will understand the meaning and definition of power set. You understand it very well. In the next classes, we will solve few problems from power set. Thank you.